They have the 20 best rappers in their 20s right now. Rappers in their 20s may not be as dominant as they once were, definitely not, but they still play a vital part in hip-hop. From Doechii to Yeat to Megan Thee Stallion, here are the best current rappers in their 20s. Chad, if I was a rapper, I'd be in my 20s. Wait. Never mind. Historically, the most popular rapper... Oh, yeah. Drake and Kendrick are 37. J. Cole is 39. Future's 40. Yo, A$AP Rocky's 35. Rick Ross is 48. Oh, I thought they were saying Jay-Z was 33. I was about to say. Nah, 40 is crazy. Sean, would you ever get a barrel twist? Maybe, but my head might look swollen. You just never know. All right. 20, Cash Cobain. I respect Cash Cobain's come up. I really do. I think that he's been changing the way that people have been making music, especially in New York. So W Cash, as far as rapping is concerned, I think he's a terrible rapper for the most part. I don't really think that most of his songs contain like much depth, which is understandable because that's really not the vibe that he's going for. I respect what he's been doing musically though. I do. I definitely do. Cash Cobain is so trash. I disagree. I definitely disagree. His sound is really, really nice. I definitely like his sound and enjoy it. I just don't think he's really that great of a rapper, but I definitely see it from a music point of view. It's grippy. Yeah, all right. Once again, y'all just doing too much. Cash Cobain knows how to rap about sex in 100 different ways. I wouldn't say that. Even the way he raps about, intercourse, which is a crazy thing for me to say. I could have just kept it like much more vulgar, but I feel like when talking about Cash, you really need to keep it as articulate as possible because the nigga really just narrows it down to the most bare bones, like lowest common denominator way of discussing romance humanly imaginable. And you would think as much as he talks about it, he would find a new way to talk about it, but I just don't feel like this is an accurate description of how he defines sex in his music at all. But I definitely, like I said, I still like the beats. Jack Harlow at number 19. Jack Harlow even being on the list is automatically making me angry, furious, all types of words.
Just know this list is for the casual listeners, but it's a W for Cash.
Yeah, I like Cash
I
being
feel
on
like
it.
Jack Harlow gonna be on the list, Lamar, that's how you know it's for the casual crowd.
Well, what do you know? W prediction. Here the fuck he is. Jack Harlow. Not gonna lie, bro, I've seen zero redeeming qualities about bro since he spawned, since he's been out. I know people thought that he got better after that most recent release. I still don't see it. The features don't do it for me. The hype don't hit for me. I've tried my best. Like, a lot of people hate Post Malone and they don't see anything in bro. I feel the exact way that people feel about Post Malone, about Jack Harlow. I just don't see it. I don't. Somebody showed me a video that Hip Hop Madness uploaded too that features a large portion of my commentary talking about my disdain for Jack Harlow. And I feel like I was so vindicated in seeing that there were people that listened to what I had to say at that time. But I don't have any hatred in my heart towards Jack Harlow. I just wish bro would stop rapping for real, for real. Bossman D-Lo at number 18. I'm not aware of how long he's been out, so it's hard for me to say, if I disagree with this. But I do have music from Bossman D-Lo that I do like. You know what I'm saying? He definitely got some hits. I don't know about the versatility, but I will listen to some Bossman D-Lo. You know what I mean? I'll listen. Jack Harlow over NLE Choppa is crazy. NLE Choppa is not a top 20 rapper in his 20s, I don't think. He got some decent music, but I'll be honest with you and say I wouldn't listen to Choppa over Jack Harlow. I'm gonna be honest with you. Just gonna be fair. I can't say if I disagree with the D-Lo placement, but yeah, I definitely would say he got better lines than Cash and Jack Harlow. Baby Keem might need to be higher on this list depending on who's next.
I don't know why, but I got a scary feeling Ian on here.
Well, can y'all stop trying to predict so I could just read out the list? He's an extremely gifted rapper, songcrafter, and producer. I think Baby Keem probably should be higher on the list. I don't know who else they're gonna have on here. Why y'all just keep fucking interrupting,
Tom
bro?
McDonald's not on this list is just blasphemy.
Right, so niggas just saying bullshit. You want to keep interrupting to say bullshit, which is crazy. Baby Keem though, I definitely think would be higher on this list. I don't know who else they got. I mean, he's giving me I wouldn't say that he made Kendrick rap in a more fun way, but I definitely think there's a lot of Kendrick moments that wouldn't have taken place if not for Baby Keem's presence. I think bringing him out of his shell in a different way just makes for more fun music, number one. But number two, I definitely think Baby Keem is really talented on his own. His initial tape about around the time I heard Honest really blew me away. I think it was Die For My Bitch. That was my favorite project, I think, in 2020. So he got a lot of good shit for me, and I came around to a lot of the music on the Melodic Blue too. So he got me on that one. He definitely got me on that one. NBA YoungBoy, a lot of solid hits. He only 24, young. He got a lot of career left, I feel like. Definitely going like for a minute, he could have been treading on the Lil Wayne mixtape era, you know what I'm saying, level of like, oh, this dude's good. He's just dropping hits after hits after hits. He got a lot of good music, a solid fan base, like, but he just never traversed, I feel like, into the mainstream enough to have that Wayne like success, you know what I mean? And while I do like his music, I just don't think the influence is there to really take him or catapult him to that level. But we'll see, you know what I'm saying? He still got some years left. I know he got a lot of legal trouble right now. Hopefully that don't interfere with his music, and hopefully he'll prioritize the music and keep making better records. But a lot of people think he already hit his peak, so it's hard to say. But he definitely got some good songs. I wouldn't put him over Baby Keem though, personally. I'll probably swap this. Sexy Red, I like the novelty of her music, but some people have been mentioning recently that the things that she markets are becoming a little more calculated, you know what I'm saying, like less authentic as when she initially came into the game, kind of rapping in a ratchet way, which, like I said, I don't mind, but some of the shit just seemed like a little overboard, you know what I'm saying? Some of it seemed a little bit like, all right, like, I get it, you're nasty, you hoeing around, I get it, but like some of it just a little too extra, you know what I mean? 26, cool, not horrible, but yeah, I don't really know what to say. The more and more she goes, I feel like she gonna have to do some more musically, cause in the beginning it's cool, but then we gotta evolve a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We gotta evolve a little bit. I don't think that she's over NBA YoungBoy or Baby Keem, given YoungBoy's longevity, the amount of hits that he's had. Same thing with Baby Keem in terms of his artistry. I mean, I think she need to do a lot more before she deserves a placement over them. But everybody else that she's above, I agree with. So I'm not mad at the rest of the list. These. I mean, I love it. I do. I love it. V's has been one of my favorites for some years now. So just to see him getting acknowledged on the list is great to me. I'm glad they got to him before he exited his 20s. Yeah, I don't really have nothing to say. His music is a vibe. His voice carries a lot of his music. I know a lot of people don't like the lazy, low tone kind of flow that a lot of Michigan rappers have now. Their voice inflection, it don't seem like it take much effort, but that's where I feel like he excels. So, hey man, it's easy to get lost in his vibe. Very easy to get lost in his vibe. Doechii. Her placement. The list is getting a little messy. I think Baby Keem should be higher. Like, I would put Baby Keem probably at number. Well, I gotta see the rest of the list before I start trying to renumber things. But Doechii being on the list is not bad at all. I liked her last record. I think she got a very creative voice. I think she's a great addition to TDE. And I think with more years, she's only going to perfect her craft even more. So I'm not mad at this pick. I'm just trying to determine placement, but that's not bad at all. Ken Carson, trash. Get him off the list. I'm sorry. Leader of the Mosh Pit. And I know there's an element to his music that I'm not acknowledging. I get it. I understand. But I just can't bring myself to even entertain what bro got going on. I've tried his music. The beats, I think, carry a lot of his aesthetic and his vibe. And I don't think he does much in the way of offering personality to the tracks. So him being a top 20 in his 20s, definitely from a success perspective, which I don't really, and I probably am lazy on my reading of the article in the beginning. I definitely think they could have made better choices here, but him being 12, I just can't co-sign that, big brother. I just can't. So I'm going to have to take him off and put somebody else or just reevaluate the list, but I wouldn't put him on there. I forgot Lil Uzi was even still in his 20s, but he definitely is a top 20 in his 20s. This kind of goes without saying. Do I need to explain it? He got hits on hits on hits, been relevant since 2016, like been killing it for almost a decade now. How can I really, you know what I'm saying? And definitely he hasn't been at the top of his game for every year, but to maintain that level of success and relevance for as long as he has, I think is impressive. So definitely understand why he's included on the list. Chief Keef, another one, easy. Don't need to be explained. Lil Baby, success wise, yeah, I definitely think in the beginning of his career he was way better. I don't know what's been happening recently with him musically. I haven't been getting anything worth grabbing onto or holding on to, artistically speaking, or even rap wise. He been killing his features, but I feel like a lot of his shit is kind of rinse and repeat. But we'll see. Only time will tell. I think another album from Lil Baby where he goes all out might shift the narrative or perspective on him. But right now, I know a lot of people not happy with what he's been putting out. I'm not either. So we'll only see. You know what I'm saying? Time will tell. Lil Yachty is a great pick. Outside of what's been going on with him, like in the headlines and how I think he's been acting towards his peers, I think that musically speaking, he's shown so much evolution, so much growth. And while I do think that a lot of that evolution has been at the expense of him having a natural transition into other styles of music and him trying to be pretentious in his understanding of like what a rapper is or what an artist is, I definitely think that the transition that he's been making over the last few years has just been a great thing to see. You would never think that the type of music that Lil Yachty is making right now would come from the dude who made Teenage Emotions in 2017. You just wouldn't. You definitely wouldn't. That's just the dub. He's been relevant as well since around that era, so hats off to Lil Yachty. He definitely doing his thing now. Glorilla at number 7. Don't agree with her placement at all. But she's been putting out some good music. She had a little bit of a dud period where she wasn't dropping the greatest work, but her voice, I think she'll have some longevity at least within the next 5 years or so. I think as long as she stay consistent, she'll be up there. But number 7 is a little crazy. I know she got some hits though. What was her recent one that she dropped? I forgot what it was though. I forgot what the most recent record she dropped was that was really good. I think it was like Turn to What My Niggas. Thank God It's Friday. Was that it? I like that song. Lotto number 6, losing me. She's a good rapper though. Lotto is a good rapper. So when you say best rappers in their 20s right now, y'all really got to understand rappers in their 20s. You really got to understand that, like, who in their 20s is gonna be able to be in this list and to be justifiable picks. You know what I'm saying? Not saying you can't replace Lotto, because you definitely can, but I don't think that it's egregious to put somebody like Lotto on the list. You know what I'm saying? But definitely not number 6. Number 6 is crazy. After you just said Lil Uzi and all the others and Chief Keef and Yachty and shit like that, like, I feel like you deepen it a little bit. Number 5 being Yeat. Also wouldn't put him in here. Yeat's only 24. And I know he's got a level of influence, but I feel like his influence, I don't know, I just feel like it's not there yet. Like, I see it. I see he got a cult following, and I see he's got a style of his own, and the way he raps is definitely off the cuff, but I wouldn't put him at number 5 yet. I feel like he needs more time to see where he goes, like maybe a project or two more, and then we can determine whether or not he's one of those top guys. But I feel like if they're basing this just off fan base, then maybe, but I can't see him being justifiably put at number 5. I can't. Let me see. Number 4 being Megan Thee Stallion. I don't see that. Musically, I'm talking about the art speaking for itself. Her earlier work was definitely up there. The Tina Snows, the Fever album, I forgot the other record that she dropped. Those were good projects. Mixtape era Megan Thee Stallion was pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie, but I wouldn't say like at this very moment she's putting out better music than Glorilla. I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't even say she's putting out better music than Lotto. So to put her forward, I don't know why. Why they're on this list. She's capable of headlining arenas and is consistently topping the charts. I feel like that's also not true. Definitely she's got stage presence, but I feel like a lot of her music has been too interchangeable for number 4 on this list to be justifiable. Why she's not higher? She had a big year, made significant improvements, but the top 3 still show more potential. Yeah, I don't feel like this is a justifiable placement. I don't think Megan Thee Stallion to me has been very interesting musically since like 2020. I'm gonna be honest. Central C, I'm not gonna lie, now they're losing me. I'm completely lost now. A UK rapper who's been able to garner significant crossover success in the US. I know he definitely had that one song about Doja Cat. He's got a couple other records, but I feel like anytime Central C is on a song that has a feature, like I feel like a lot of the time he's outclassed. When I saw him in the same conversational room with Drake, when I saw him doing freestyles with Dave, when I saw him on a song with Lil Baby, don't get me wrong, he got some good verses, you know what I'm saying? But his competition a lot of the time is rappers that are significantly worse. Like when he hopped on that Ice Spice song, it's like, bro, you should be able to do that. It's Ice Spice. Like, come on, let's chill. In general, I don't like Central C that much. I feel like a lot of his verses are also interchangeable. I don't feel like he's that great of a rapper, but he does have a good voice. He definitely does have a good voice. Chill on my wife, nigga. You right. I ain't no hate on Ice Spice. I'm just saying. Oh, I shouldn't have said nothing about Ice Spice. Because what if she on the list? Bro, don't do this. Don't do this, bro. Don't do this, bro. Don't do this, bro. I wasn't thinking until I said it just now. Don't do this. Don't do this, man. Come on, cuz. All right, let me just go. Y'all know I'm not a fan of Doja Cat. I'm not. But she does rap better than a percentage of the list. Number 2, Doja Cat being number 2 in this list containing Chief Keef, Lil Uzi, and Lil Yachty makes no fucking sense. I can't lie, bro. This is insane. I don't even think Doja Cat's a better rapper than Lotto. As far as Doja Cat, to me, not a better rapper than Doechii. I feel like Doechii, if you're gonna put these other rappers on here, I feel like Doechii and Lotto are better rappers, or at least to me more entertaining than Central C, Doja Cat, Cash Cobain is way earlier on the list though, so I give him that. Meg Thee Stallion, I feel like Yeet too, low key. I'm gonna be honest with you, like it's kind of crazy. While she's on the list, she's a legitimate superstar with a profile so large she can successfully headline Coachella. So it seems like a portion of this list is ranking them based off their ability to garner an audience, which is respectable, but not all I'm looking for in an artist. But she does have a very strong stage presence. I gotta give her that. I've seen a couple of snippets of her shows. She be killing it. She be killing it. So stage presence and putting on a show, hey, I gotta give her that. But rapping wise, musically speaking, to me, like records that I've gotten that really like show people the best of what you got to bring from an artistic point of view, I don't enjoy her music enough to say that she's over Doechii, Lotto, Chief Keef especially, Lil Yachty. Like that's just not, I can't co-sign that, big brother. I can't. I wonder who's number 1. Okay, this makes sense. Not only has Playboi Carti stood the test of time, he's been very extremely influential. Put out some really great records, some really great features. Even in moments where I wasn't a fan of him, I still had music that I could go to that I think he had done well. He's been relevant for almost a decade now, or about a decade, I would say. So Carti is in there. He definitely is. And for him to be relevant for so long and to still have his music be in the most anticipated spot right now is a testament to his talent. how much he's done for music. I feel like how influential he is. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great first pick. I do. I still go back to a whole lot of Red, primarily because I have no choice because he don't have an album out from that period up until now. But yeah, man, I mean, he does do a really good job for marketing. I feel like he's got a cult fan base. He could pull arenas if that's what they're looking for. He has slowly crafted one of the great modern rap catalogs while influencing a new class of up-and-coming rapper. Yeah, like they could write a whole article about why he's number one. I feel like I don't disagree with this at all. How I would rearrange it though, and I would probably add some people too if I could think of them off the fly. Y'all give me some rappers that you would list, but I feel like number one that this list is missing, if he's still in his 20s, is Lucky. The list's not bad though on its own. I just feel like a couple revisions. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It's just a little wonky from a numbering perspective. Lil Tecca just got decent. I don't feel like for a large portion of it, but also Lil Tecca might have just turned 20 as well. I don't know how old Lil Tecca actually is, so that era of his career might not count up until right now. You know what I'm saying? Yo! ESTG was born in 94? What the fuck? I thought this nigga was 36. Oh my God, my heart almost dropped. Yo. All right, chill on my mans though. I thought he was way older than that. Wow. No, I'm not age scaling off hairlines, but I just assumed. Every 2 seconds, I'm seeing another person that I think, you know what? What if I start from I think starting from number one would be better. Because I can get a couple names off the list. 17, 16. That's what I could do. Who would be my first pick on here? For their top 20s in their 20s, I 100% agree with Playboi Carti at number one. I would easily put Chief Keef at number two. Number three would be probably Lil Uzi. I'm about to see how this look in a minute. Is Lil Uzi currently, like, who's better between Uzi and Lil Yachty? It's spelled Chief. I never spelled Chief right in my life, so just bear with me. Uzi definitely had higher highs than Lil Yachty. Is Lil Yachty justifiably number four though? I'm not gonna lie, I got lucky over Lil Yachty. I definitely got, no, I can't put him four though. Four is, I mean, based off everybody here, nah. I think Kodak might be lower. I might have to put Baby Keem at number four, and then I put, you know what? Honestly speaking, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be 100% with you. I gotta keep it like this. I gotta keep it like this to be fair. I gotta keep it like this to be honest. That's how I feel. Realistically, in my spirit, that's how I feel. But then I gotta think about what Lil Baby was doing in 2017. You know what? Realistically, I'm gonna do it like this. Artistically speaking, Denzel Curry been on a really, really good run for a while now, I feel like. And there were some lower periods, but he's remained generally consistent across his entire discography. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't know if Ski Mask even fits here. Lucky over Keem is insane. This is said from a man who hasn't been listening to Lucky since at least 2018. Like, Lil Yachty's musical trajectory has literally just been like this. Literally, this is Yachty right here. It's just like this. But Denzel Curry has been like, he started off high, and then like there was some dips, but then he kind of came back. You know, it was a little wiggly, so I don't know. Lil Yachty and Denzel a little interchangeable. But then where would I put Psy Baby? Shit, fuck it. I'm gonna put Lil Baby. Oh my God. Lil Baby, bro. Lil Baby. But Lil Baby over Kodak? Maybe I'm tripping. Early Kodak was kind of a problem. He was a monster. I'm gonna put it like this. What about Key Glock, though? Nigga, what about Mike? I don't think that in my spirit, in my mind, I don't feel like that. Nah, but I think that's just because Youngboy be spamming music. I'm gonna switch those two out. I could push it like this. I could start from here, realistically speaking. And I can go like, boom. And then I could be like, boom. And then I could be like, boom. And then I could be like, actually I could keep him there, and then since Youngboy be spamming, I could put it like that.
Is comparing peak versus
Doshi's
peak
way more
necessary as
intentional
opposed
with her
to where the
music,
artist is right
But
now?
does she got better music than Key Glock? Sometimes. Realistically, most times. She's a
You
lot more
spelled
colorful.
Chief wrong.
And then you got Tierra Whack that's like way more intentional with concepts. And I do feel like that over Key Glock, I do. When you get out of the top 10, the rest of the numbers just start to become unnecessary when you really look at it. Because if you're just looking at straight top 10, I mean, that's not horrible. But I'm thinking about who don't need to be here. I'm not putting Polo G in this list, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I fuck with him though. I like his voice. But nigga said Doshi and Tierra washing everybody, to be honest. Taylor, no. No. Nigga said laser them. Oh my fucking god. Bro, Saw Baby is so crazy. I might have to take Key Glock. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm doing it like this. I'm doing it like this, bro. I have no choice. I'm not putting Flo Milli or BK Darula. Oral Sweatshirt is also in his 30s. I like BK Darula's music a lot, though. Like, a lot. At this point, I'm about to just start spamming, like, New York niggas. Wait, how old is El Camino? Nah, I can't do that. Shout out, I might be pop. At a certain point, you just padding out your list. I could really just end this at a top 10 and call it a day. Shout, I couldn't do it. Sometimes it's better just to admit when you in over your head and you're too far in. I'm too deep in the sauce.